Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. What's going on everybody? Civ checking in, and well everyone, I couldn't wait to do this video. Why? Because not only did the Raptors win this game against the Indiana Pacers, but also we saw a lot of special stuff from the Toronto Raptors that quite frankly is very impressive and things that definitely need to be talked about. And if we keep up what we're doing, especially what we've seen in this game, oh man, the sky's the limit for the brothers. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Now, right off the bat, we need to talk about two special brothers on the Raptors. And those are Scottie Barnes and RJ Barrett. Because man, oh man, it was a thing to behold what these two brothers were doing, especially in this game against the Indiana Pacers. Now granted, the Indiana Pacers did make that run in that third quarter to make it a 3-point game. But honestly, based on the performance that these two brothers had, being Scottie Barnes and RJ Barrett, it really didn't matter what the Indiana Pacers did, in my opinion. Because RJ Barrett and Scottie Barnes really set the tone and made sure that this game was going to be won no matter what. I mean, it got so good to the point where if you really look at this game from a more detailed standpoint, especially in that first quarter, Scottie Barnes was more of the playmaker and RJ Barrett was more of the slasher. And because of that, throughout that whole first quarter, and I would say even the first half, it was basically Scottie Barnes making plays and RJ Barrett just getting his points and getting everything else cooking for him based on the passes that Scottie Barnes was providing. And what happened in that second half is the craziest part, because in that second half, you could say that the roles basically reversed, because in that second half, it was RJ Barrett who's the playmaker and Scottie Barnes who is the scorer. And this was mainly because RJ Barrett cooled off and things of that nature because of that massive run he had in the first half. But that worked for the Raptors' favor, because now when RJ Barrett is a playmaker, Scottie Barnes can become the scorer and get his own points. And quite frankly, there's nobody to stop Scottie Barnes when he's going like that, like how we saw in this game. So I say this all to say that these two players really made their presence known in this game, and their stats really backed it up. And yeah, it was an overall pretty good game for the Raptors and those two players as well. So I hope they continue to make these types of performances, or at the very least they continue to have a massive impact on the games going forward, because man, oh man, we'll definitely need them for more victories and more important battles that are coming ahead. Now, on the topic of special brothers, shout out to the whole Raptors squad for their passing in this game, because quite frankly, the passing, I believe, is the X factor that really helped the Raptors take this game against the Indiana Pacers. The reason why I think this way is because the Raptors did a really good job of finding each player's hot spots throughout this whole game. And quite frankly, to be able to do that, especially in the fourth quarter where things are very tight and every possession matters, it's something to behold. And quite frankly, it is something that as we continue to do going forward, it will just lead to more wins and the morale will continue to grow high. And what's more is when the players are going and cooking as they did tonight, it alleviates so much pressure off the starters of this game, especially with their passing, because as the team is more involved with each possession as a collective, it helps not only the starters but also the coaches, because they're able to draw new plays and keep the opponent guessing, which is something that the Raptors ultimately need to keep doing throughout the whole game, because as the opponent is more confused with every play, they will just continue to play ISO basketball, and when they do play ISO basketball, it's just much more opportunities for the Raptors players to score. So hopefully the passing for the Raptors continues to improve as the season continues and as the games continues, as doing so will help the Raptors and the Raptors players get more opportunities to score, and we can experience more wins together. So let's see what the Raptors do in the games to come. So yeah, overall this game against Indiana Pacers was one where the Raptors definitely had a lot of positives in this game, obviously because they had the win. And it's a back-to-back win on top of that. But more importantly, there are also a lot of surprising moments that I believe the Raptors are going to notice when they look back on this game during film session, that they could carry into future games, like against the Oklahoma City Thunder coming up, or any other games that are coming up for the Raptors. Because as they continue to do what they did in this Pacers game more frequently, I'm talking passing, rebounding, and feeding off each other, well, it's going to help the Raptors significantly, because more than one player could have their night and we can all just ride off the momentum of those two players or whoever is going crazy. So let's see what the Raptors do in their games to come, and let's see how they continue to improve this season. So with that being said, if you like these types of videos, make sure to give me one of these, smash that subscribe button and hit that bell, and until next time, Civ signing out.